It's about family.
Yo, real shit.
It's like his lip is dragging.
Real
he
shit.
might be doing that because Tyrese's character is slow as fuck.
Hello. Welcome to Mass Debaters. And you are now looking at not the one time, not two time, not three time, not four time, but five time. Five time.
Fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
We are
nominated.
Five-time nominated award. You know what I'm about to say.
5-time award-nominated podcast.
5-time award-nominated podcast. Mass Debaters.
10 times we'll never get it right.
The biggest. Hey, you guys want a tongue twister? Just say, hey, Dre, say 5-time award-nominated podcast. 5 nominated tab podcast award.
She said I'm gonna say fuck you too. Listen, so anyway, my name is DeAndre Robinson, and the shirt I have on is from the classic of all classics. Shows, black shows from the 90s. Martin, Cam and I did the top, what was it, 50? Top 50 black shows of the 90s. And we asked 400 votes. We had 400 votes for that. And Martin came in first. That was like last year. Almost. Yeah, that was last year. So yeah, this is my Martin shirt. And these are my friends. Say hello, friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Evan Amataki. And today, it's not about being fast or furious. It's about family.
All right, yeah, this is your boy CJ, aka the half a tan.
The what?
The what?
The what?
Yeah, no,
the half a ton?
Half a tan. Look, this is what happens when the covering you under only covers one half of your body, and then the sunlight is on the other half of your body. Yeah, you get the half a tan.
That
was
makes no
so
sense.
disgusted right now.
I'm so upset that someone would not rotate and would just let one half of their body burn.
Oh no, I did nothing. No, I turned my chair around the next day. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that way I got the other half.
With that being said, it's your girl Cam, cute and confused because CJ is just confusing me, but that's okay.
So, welcome to Mass Debaters, homeless community debates. We'll be debating some of the most unlikely of topics, like the 2 topics we have today. First things first, it wasn't a typo. I did say that shit wrong. However, we are 5-time nominated.
5-time award-nominated podcast.
Yeah, we are award-nominated. So we will need your help with getting 2 of these awards for the People's Choice Awards. We are nominated for the People's Choice Award, the overall People's Choice Award, and the Best Comedy Award. The link will be in the bio, so please, register, vote, share. Please do. And if you have done it, because I know I bothered a lot of people today for it, but you have done it, thank you so much. So also the same People's Choice Awards, when you vote for us, for the best TV and film category, shout out to our sister podcast, which is Nerd in Texas. She is nominated for the best TV and film category. So once you vote for us first, but then vote for Nerd in Texas, which is
2 days for us, 1 day for her. 2 days for us, 1 day for her.
So yeah, today's topic is on the Fast and the Furious
core franchise.
Yes, on the franchise. Okay.
So no spin-offs, no nothing like that. It's all about family.
Okay. With that being said, topic number 1, we are doing the best character in the Fast and the Furious franchise. It is no secret that I dislike the Fast and Furious franchise. However, after watching some of these movies, and we'll get to the movies soon, after watching some of these movies, I like them more. Still don't like them, but I dislike them. I say I like them more than I did.
your stance on them has improved a little bit versus what it was.
Yeah, 100%. With that also being said, I don't have no honorable mentions for either of these topics. my my pick is Luke Hobbs, aka Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. So The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, or Luke Hobbs, came in. He started the franchise on Fast and Furious 5. And to me, I thought he was badass. So here's the thing: Fast and Furious 5 was what actually got me into watching the Fast and Furious franchise. I watched a little bit of the previous four, previous four before 5, but 5 I actually didn't mind 5 that much, and we will go into that again. The Rock was cool as shit. Luke Hobbs was cool as shit in Fast 5. He wasn't bad. It wasn't like like his character was cool. Like he went after the bad guys, but he thought who was bad, but he gave leeway to them once he found out that it wasn't that bad, or he needed help or stuff like that. So, and he could fight, and he was a leader. And yeah, and again, he's The Rock. He's rocking Malavia. So so that gives him a point for me. So my pick is Luke Hobbs.
So Luke Hobbs is introduced Fast 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He comes in, right? He comes in as law enforcement seeking to hunt down and capture the team. Fails. No, correction. Oh, I'm sorry. He does capture some of the team, and then that team then has to save his ass because they got ambushed. And his whole team gets killed in the process. Sad. I feel like Luke Hobbs is introduced very much in like a dark and negative aspect, and then they have to humble his ass for them so that he can see what the team really is versus what they look like on paper, which is criminals, right? Mm-hmm. That little thing throughout the movie. Go ahead.
So I'm going to cut you off, but that's literally how foster care is, though. I mean, I'm going to bring that shit down, but for foster kids on paper, normally on paper, are some of the worst people on paper, or worst kids on paper, God honest truth. And then that's why a lot of social workers will not actually look at paperwork for foster kids and just talk to the kids first or get to know the kids. Because I got it true, when I was in foster care, I was on paper, it wasn't good. However, my social worker, she was amazing and she got to know me. So I understand that, but that's not here or there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I didn't know that, but that's a very good point. Mm-hmm. I wish that things kind of work like that in a lot of aspects and not just that, but I digress. So I don't hate Hobbs as a character, but Hobbs comes in and out because he's not super pivotal or effective by himself. Hobbs is good with a partner. Granted, we're talking about a movie about a family and a team, and so it's not like any one person is knocking everything out by themselves. I understand that. However, Hobbs always comes to play in the Fast and Furious series. When there's an issue, he needs the team, but the team never needs him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like
I get it.
It's never like, yo,
exactly.
We gotta get Hobbs on the line because he's the only. That never happens. And so because of that, I feel like he can't be crucial or pivotal because of the fact that he calls on them, but they never call on him.
So Luke Hobbs is actually in my top 3. I really enjoy the character of Luke Hobbs. He is responsible for single-handedly the greatest joke in the entire Fast and Furious franchise. I think it's actually at the end of 5 when Tyrese is like, "Oh, Mia, you better hide your baby oil," and then fucking The Rock goes, "You better hide that big ass forehead." And Ludacris does a literal spit take because that line was not in the script. Luke Hobbs is, in my opinion, the best outside help for like 3 films. No, I really enjoy the character. Like Cam said, though, he isn't a pivotal character because he's only there when it benefits him and the team, whereas the rest of the core cast obviously is there for more of it. So with that being said, he's a fantastic character. He's one of my personal favorites, but I know that to be the best, you have to be there for majority of everything. And when he missed the first 4 movies, even though it's not 4 chronologically, when he missed the first 4 movies, even though he was there from 5 to 8, 5 to 7, one of the two. It just, when he's not there, it doesn't detriment the movie.
I agree with both of you guys. And yeah, he was there from 5 to 8. See, but yeah, and I completely agree with what Cam says is pretty true because shit was going down and they didn't call him at all. Like, they could have used some help, but they didn't even think to fucking ask. Like, no. So yeah, how can you be the best character when like nobody gives a fuck if you there or not? Like, you didn't pick the phone up or nothing. Well, one thing I really piss me off about him is he talks so fucking much about nothing. Like, his main dialogue is him talking about how he gonna kick your ass.
I will say one of the best fight scenes in the entire franchise is Dom and Luke Hobbs' fight in Fast 5. That's a fucking fantastic fight. Sorry to interrupt, CJ.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, I agree, it is. It's just like, how long did he talk though? Before they're actually fighting. And yeah, every time you meet up to him, he just stands there and just talks and shit. It's like, dude, there's all this fucking lip smacking and jaw jacking. It's like, dude, like, fight, motherfucker, shit, shut up, fight. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just that aspect just annoys the shit out of me. But other than that, he's a pretty good character. It's just shut up, do something. All right, my character is Gisele Yashar. Unfortunately, she had to die in the series. Not because she's a bad character, she's a great character, but she had to die for the series to come full circle back to like where actually Fast and Furious 3 is actually like the 6th movie or the 7th movie or something like that. So she had to die to force Han into fucking doing what he had to do in Japan and all that shit. Which is fucking stupid because she's a fucking great character. She's fucking badass, who fucking martial arts skills, fucking weaponry, and she's fucking intelligent. And, she's I think she's the most stable character of all of them. She never fucking lost her cool. She doesn't get like wound up. Do stupid shit. Fucking she's level-headed, plans ahead, thinks clearly, and I think she actually leveled out the team, but kind of kept them grounded because there's a lot of fucking a lot of fucking major characters who fucking are just out there, but I think she held it down, fucking kept them from going crazy. And I miss her character.
So, Gisele, she's bad as fuck. All right, you don't want to cross her. If you do, good chance you can have a gun pulled to your nuts. You move how you will. I love Gisele's character as a person. I very much feel like out of all the females, she's the one that I'm like, ooh, yes, we're here. I understand that, right? With that being said, Gisele is first seen Fast and the Furious came out in 2009. When they're dealing with
Fast and Furious.
You see her, she's not a big character yet, right? She joins the team as well in Fast 5, just like Hobbs. So that's when you really get to know her more, see her skills, all of that, right? I love her and I can relate to her. And she dies. And I know why. She very much will put her life on the line for the people she fucks with. She's willing to risk it. Early on in Fast 5, she almost fucking died. If it wasn't for Han jumping and like getting her out of the way, she was so focused on taking a shot, she was in the line of fire and was still not moving. And so her bravery comes with a little bit of stupidity, which is why I can relate. She doesn't have enough like self, what's that word? Like when you,
Self-awareness?
No, self-preservation. She doesn't have enough self-preservation for me. And it leads to her demise. Still love her, but she's literally only pivotal in one movie. And so to say that she's the best out of a series is difficult for me. However, in that one movie, if you were to ask me who was the baddest of them all, it would be her. But for the series overall, it's difficult for me to do that. But I don't take away from her character. I think her character is great.
All right. So Cam definitely took basically everything I'm going to say. Listen, badass in Fast Five. And again, I'm going to go on Fast Five later, but badass in Fast Five. She played I don't want to say small part, but it wasn't the biggest part in Fast and Furious. Like she helped Dom and cool, and I'm cool with that. However, as soon as you found that she was a badass, they killed her. She's gone. All right, said bye bye. All right, and that's why she can't be the best, because she's literally was in 2 movies.
3.
Sorry, 3 movies. Sorry, 3 movies.
Okay, so Gisele, right? She, like Cam said, she appeared in Fast and Furious, as Braga's basically sex appeal assistant, kind of secret agent type thing. Loved her there. Fast 5, she assisted the team. Loved her there. Fast 6, she ultimately met her doom, sacrificing her life for Han. For that, I say thank you. Because for 2 things, Han is developed so much in Tokyo Drift that it wouldn't be possible without Gisele sacrificing himself for her, or herself for him, and all this stuff. But also, Gisele had to die for Wonder Woman to fly. I'm just throwing that out there. Because Gisele went to, Gal Gadot went on to do Wonder Woman after this. So I understand, like, she can't be the best, obviously, because she's been around so little. But at the same time, too, she's a very strong, independent woman who, like Cam said, you fuck with her, you're going to get your nut shot off. Period, point blank, end of story. She almost, I was kind of upset at first because she almost slept with Dom, and I was like, Letty, don't do that. But no, she's a strong character. She's a reason for a huge character development in Han. But like Cam said, she's stubborn. She's stubborn in a sense that she doesn't care about herself as much as she cares about other people. Okay, so I do have a couple of honorable mentions because fuck yeah. The first one being Mia. I liked Mia from the moment I saw her. She was my eye candy in the movie. I didn't think she was going to have a pivotal role at whatever, but she was my eye candy, so that's why she's one of my honorable mentions. Han, I've said it a couple times. To me, Han is my number 2 character in all of Fast and Furious. For one, I'm Asian, so seeing Asian representation in the movie made me feel great about myself. Han is just this cool badass character who's like, hey, go get my money. Do with a bear claw. I'm like, yeah. And those are my 2 honorable mentions. I stuck with the good guys mainly because we'll talk about the bad guys coming up in our next topic-ish. But to me, when I think of Fast and Furious, there are 2 names that pop into my head. We'll talk about one later. And the other one is Paul Walker, a.k.a. Brian O'Connor. Now, obviously, everyone knows the story about Paul Walker. He's sad. He tragically passed away from a car accident during the filming of Fast and Furious 7. He was in 6 of the 7 movies at the time. He played Agent Brian O'Connor, who was a inside man basically for the FBI, who was sent to arrest Dom, and then he ended up being part of Dom's crew, and then eventually married Mia and had Dom's nephew. Brian is, in my opinion, he's responsible for the whole movie franchise. I know that another character also is hugely responsible for it as well, but without Brian especially in Too Fast, Too Furious, when a certain character isn't around. For the most part, Brian is responsible for the continuation of the franchise and building like 40% of the team. So he's an iconic character. You know, it's sad that he passed away because I would have loved to see what he would have done in these last two movies. Obviously, a slight spoiler alert, at the end of Fast and Furious 9, they kind of cameo tease him by having his blue skyline show up, which kind of just hits people right in the feels. However, Brian O'Connor / Paul Walker, he's one of my favorite film characters of all time. He's my number one. So
he's one of my least favorite characters, like for real. I hate how in the entire franchise they changed up a bunch of the characters from what they originally were. They changed and revamped the characters throughout the fucking series. And he's one of them. Like he started, like I said, he started out undercover FBI agent who wasn't a street racer. He was just learning to go street race, and then somehow he becomes one of like the best street racers in the fucking world. Like, please, they even like rewrote his backstory to make it seem like he had been driving and racing this whole fucking time. When they did that when they brought in Ron. Like, that's that's fucking stupid. Like, no, it's like no, I don't know. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't like it. Like at all. And his character is so fucking wishy-washy. First he's FBI agent. Then he became an outlaw street racer. Then he went back to being an FBI agent. Then tried to become a criminal mastermind. Like, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. Look, pick a lane, bitch. I don't know. He gets on my nerves. Don't like him.
Okay. First things first, rest in peace to Paul Walker and the driver that was in the car. People always forget about the driver in the car as well. So rest in peace to those two. His death was untimely and it's sad. However, with all that being said, I 100% agree with CJ. 100% correct. And I hate saying that as well, but he is 100% correct. And with everything CJ said, however, to me, I'm not going to lie, Paul, what's that name? Brian O'Connor was boring to me. Like, out of the star, like, legit reoccurring characters, Brian O'Connor was boring to hell to me. He was. So because he was boring, I can't put him high up there. I don't think he's going to be number 4, but I can't put him high up there though.
So, Paul Walker, OG, right? When you see the Fast and Furious posters up into a certain movie, his face is plastered, right? Everybody loves Paul Walker. They make you love Paul Walker by the end of it, because they kill him off. Supposedly, potentially. You never know who's really dead because they never show you them dying. With that being said, Paul Walker obviously is crucial to the timeline and the team, but not as much as they make you think. Like, he helps build part of the team, obviously, or at least the later team. And then once in a blue moon, he'll provide some police information that you probably could Google, but you don't have to because Paul's there and he's going to tell you. And so I have a love-hate relationship with Paul because the movie makes you love him. But overall, he's actually kind of just another like part of the team. You know what I mean? Like, he's not as standout as they want to make him. And I don't know why they would build that character with that weird duality where he has to be there. He's crucial. He's up front and everything, but he's not doing as much work as you think, especially in the later ones. Like in the first few, he's super pivotal. And then he becomes an equal part, just like everybody else. He doesn't really do more than everyone or less. If anything, in Fast Five specifically, he ends up being the weak link because while they're trying to get to who they're getting to, that person got to his wife, which is also Dom's sister. So I guess there still would have been that vulnerability, but it's him that gets broken by that. Does that make sense? Like it,
Yeah.
When they want to attack the team while he's still on it, they attack from him. They always look at him as the weakest link whenever it's time to try to take this team on. And I don't think that's a positive attribute. It just means you're emotional, which he very much is. Okay. And for someone who was a police officer, I find that interesting, but he was also a young police officer who acted emotionally and eventually not being a police officer. So I guess it kind of speaks for itself. His emotion-driven character versus the person he's supposed to be as far as like, you know, the ex-cop, the great driver, it's a duality that doesn't really make any sense to me. But they kill him off and make you love him and then give you a little bit teaser in this most recent one. So love, hate, neither.
They never killed him off. They just retired from the game, from what they was told.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he killed himself off.
Right.
Sadly.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry.
he's dead in real life, so it's not like he can actually. Yeah,
he
retires in the next movies.
But that's because he dies in real life.
Yes. So they write his character off essentially.
Listen, he was such. I feel like the reason why people love Paul Walker so much is because of the actor who played Paul Walker and how great he was as a person.
Brian O'Connor.
As a like person. What?
You said Paul Walker.
Paul Walker is his real name.
God
Brian O'Connor is the character. You've been saying Paul Walker this whole time.
This is my point though. The actor
people like Paul Walker
makes you
love
the love for the actor makes you love the character. But do you actually love the character without that actor?
That's a very fucking solid point.
Exact same driving, but a different person, a different face.
That's you know what, Cam? That is 100% the most honest fucking real point, because you just made me think about, do I actually like Brian or do I like Paul Walker?
You like Paul
God
Walker.
Damn it!
I didn't even realize I wasn't saying Brian this whole time. No one said anything.
I was trying to see how many times you'd say it.
Cam, I'm not giving your character and I can't fuck with it, but I'm giving your answer and I can't fuck with it.
For real.
Because I understand it, because this whole time I know people are sick and tired of the Fast and Furious series, and I know it's been going on for, shout out to them.
No, I'm not.
20 freaking years, okay?
Fucking
because the first one was released in 2001.
And there's gonna be at least 2 more.
Exactly. And so shout out to them for doing something. I love anything on wheels.
Let's go.
Fast and the Furious speaks to me. No matter how crazy they make it, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna watch it.
It don't gotta be logical if we got family.
Everyone else watches it just so they can talk shit about it, but they still watch it because you can't help it.
Or you have to.
Whatever. So I don't know what movie you have to watch, but
the show.
I picked this one for a reason. But anyway, my point is, they as much as you people hate it, I'm always going to watch whatever Fast and Furious movie comes out. Am I going to go to theaters first night and see it? Probably not. But I'm going to watch it just so I can see the continuation of this story and what they put together. But I figured out through watching these movies that I don't give a fuck about Brian. I don't give a fuck about Brian. I don't hate him, but I don't love him. And I know the reason why a lot of people do is because of the actor. I figured that out a few movies ago, like before he died.
That's very real. That's when so he died, true.
It solidified the answer for me. When he died and the reaction and how like it blew up all of a sudden, people who didn't give a fuck about Fast and the Furious love Fast and the Furious and are promoting it. And that's when I knew it was not the character at all. For most people, and not just me, it was the actor.
Exactly.
It's so true. It for me, because it's like the Heath Ledger thing. Realistically, Heath Ledger was not a bad actor, but when everyone thinks of Heath Ledger, it's the Joker.
Well, yeah, because that was the best role. But
I know he was in A Knight's Tale. He was in 10 Things I Hate About You. He was decent in other movies, but what made him iconic was his performance as the Joker. So when you say Heath Ledger to somebody, the first thing 90% of people are going to say is the Joker. When you say Paul Walker, 90% of the people are going to say Fast and Furious.
I do want to do what you said, because here's the thing about Paul Walker and Heath Ledger. You said 90% will say the Joker, which is 100% true. I give you that. However, I feel like 100% will say Brian O'Connor for Paul Walker, absolutely. Only because you don't really know. Like, name off the top of your head, name one more Paul Walker movie.
Fool's Gold with Jessica Alba.
Never heard of it.
I'm just saying, I can name another one.
Yeah, you can, but the thing you can't. But like,
she's all that.
God damn it.
Yeah.
But no, I will say props to Cam.
Okay. Let me rephrase that. Name a good movie.
Fool's Gold.
She's all that's pretty good. I still think she's all that's pretty
Jessica Alba's ass, dog.
Yeah,
not that big.
I don't care. She's hot as fuck, dog. You trying to tell me Jessica Alba was writing for Rachel Lee Cook is nice too?
Yeah, Rachel Lee Cook. Yeah.
I don't want to do honorable mentions only because, as I've been calling them this whole time, I consider these people a team. Everyone plays their part, and it's kind of like if you take out any other person and try to like uplift them, it really doesn't fucks the balance up, if that makes sense, as far as for who they are and how they operate. With that being said, my choice I thought was obvious, and I thought everyone else would have gone for this, but they didn't.
Looking back on it now, if I thought about it logically, I would have picked this pick.
That's so it's just like I was very surprised because I picked last and it was still an option. But my choice is Dom for a plethora of reasons. Because you guys know I'm not afraid to go left with shit. But when you think about the series as a whole, or almost each individual movie, Dom is super pivotal. Dom is what brings people together. Dom is who controls the emotions when they start acting the fuck up. Okay? And Dom is the one that is more true to his word and what they say they're supposed to be about and family than anybody else in the series, which is why he's the most consistent one. Even in not the most recent one, the one prior, when he has to go against them for a family member, he does, because every part of the family matters, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? And so it's not like, I'm going to put the group above this individual. He will not do that. He's one of those, I don't know if we have any people who are actually Christians or biblical in any sense. He's the shepherd, not afraid to leave the herd to go get the one stray, if that makes sense. Okay. And so I respected that, because until they showed that aspect, I was like, yeah, we get it, Dom, family. But when he was willing to do that, I was like, okay, I fuck with that, because that solidifies what you've actually been saying. Without him, would there be a Fast anything? I think not, because had Letty been the leader of this crew, this shit would have went left. Had Brian been the leader of this crew, this shit would have went left. Anyone else wasn't even in the beginning, so there'd be no crew. So, and so I feel like he's the one that is making sure the team stays true to themselves and what they're supposed to be about. And without that, there is no team. And so I feel like Dom is the obvious choice.
So Kim's right about a lot of things. First, Dom will get my number one. I know who I picked, but Dom will get number one. He definitely I can't fuck with it, but he definitely get number one for me. I like the character of Dom. The leader, make sure everyone's cool. Family first. Passionate about everything. Fucked up one-liners. So I like Dom. You know why I can't I can't fuck with it, Donna's truth?
Please say it.
Because this motherfucker talking slow motion.
Yes.
This motherfucker talking slow motion. Like God damn. All right, like real shit. Just like if you ever like go to any video editing or even your phone and you take a video and it says how fast you want to go and you go like -1.5. That's how slow this motherfucker talks. That's what I hate. Yo, listen, real shit. But however, though, this will be number one for me. I fuck with the family aspect. I fuck with him being a leader. He made sure everybody was cool. He tried to save everyone. I'm okay with this pick. Maybe number one for me.
Dominic Toretto, aka Vin Diesel, aka Groot, aka Iron Giant. Dominic Toretto, I will not give it the I can't fuck with it because he's my fourth favorite character of all time, on the male side at least. And while Dom is responsible for everything, literally everything, he has been in every single movie, with the exception of the spinoff Hobbs and Shaw. For people who are like, but he wasn't in Too Fast, Too Furious. He was in a little kind of like scene at the either the beginning or the end. It was like an add-on feature on the DVD, but no, Toretto. He's literally just he's driving his fucking Chevelle and stuff. It's like a 35-second featurette that they put in the movie. It's only on the DVD version. So, with that being said, Dom is very pivotal to the series. There likely wouldn't be. He was the bad guy in Fast and Furious 1 who ultimately turned the good guy, which there's a pattern here, guys, of bad guys turning goodish guys. To where
goodish.
Well, maybe because the definition of good and bad is.
We'll talk about what I'm talking about in a little bit, but Dom is the heart and soul. He is literally should have died 55,617 times.
He almost did the one time, and then Letty was like, "Get up, I
remember." Dom is the heart and soul. Realistically, there would be no situations without Dom. There would be the racing aspect was Dom. I can't give it an I can't fuck with it because I chose Paul Walker, not Brian O'Connor. I chose Paul Walker. But I will say this: Dom should just be a WWE superstar because he's managed to fight both John Cena and The Rock. So, with that being said, no, Cam, this is a great pick. I do real quick want to give a quick shout out because nobody did it, and I forgot to do it in my honorable mentions. Tyrese, fucking Roman Pierce.
There's a reason we didn't. There's a reason we left that out.
The comedic relief. No, I'm sorry. Especially in Fast 9, he's on one, and it's fucking great. So.
How are you alive?
That is true.
All right.
That was great.
I will give him the comedic relief award.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he's definitely not number one, but he's a pivotal character, but I don't think he's anywhere near the best character to be. I don't know, just something about him annoys the shit out of me. Like, it really does. And it's not just the fact that he fucking talks slow. Yeah.
Cam, you wasn't here when I said
slow motion.
You wasn't here when I said he talks in slow motion. Like he talks in slow motion. This motherfucker.
He do for real.
Maybe he's not talking slow. You just listen slow.
Or maybe they edited -1.5.
Like this. It's about family.
Yo, real shit.
It's like his lip is dragging.
Yo,
he
shit.
might be doing that because Tyrese's character is slow as fuck.
Real shit. Like
Roman is dumb. Like
he is dumb. Hear him as Groot. Hear him and Vin Diesel as Groot. Now I get it. Like real shit, because when I first found out Vin Diesel was Groot, like, oh, that can't be Vin Diesel. Now I'm watching the Fast Five. Oh yeah, that motherfucker.
Yep. Oh yeah, perfect dialogue. Three words. That's it. Perfect dialogue for him.
And slow.
I mean, you never forgot.
It took me the longest time to realize he was the Iron Giant. So
really, yeah. No, but yeah. No, that's a little talking ass motherfucker. Yeah. No, it is. All right. one thing like we just figured out about him is like, you know, 8 movies, all he talks about is about family. It's about family. There's nothing about family.
But he doesn't mention his brother.
Yeah, he never mentions his brother once. You know, how you talking about is nothing more important than family, and then you cut that motherfucker out of your life.
He thought he killed his dad, bro. Like what the? We're getting into the next one by doing this. You're using the next one right now.
Yeah, it's like I can't do that. All right, yeah, I was like, hey.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
That wasn't cool to me.
A family is very big to me. But if one of my siblings killed my mom, bitch, you dead to me. You not family.
You right.
Because you break that was like, I don't understand how that's hard to understand that if you kill a part of the family, you can't be family. Like, why is that hard concept?
But he didn't do that though.
So
he
never
even gave him a chance. No, but he's your brother. Look, you think that, but you don't know what happened. He didn't even give him a chance to explain. Give him a chance to say what happened. He's left.
Okay, well we'll talk about that next topic.
Yeah, that's all. You're using the next topic to do this one, which we said we weren't going to do.
With all due respect, I'm going to put Dom 1. I'm going to put, with all due respect, Luke Hobbs 2. With all due respect, I'm going to put Gisele 3. And because I chose Paul Walker and not Brian O'Connor, I put Brian 4. It's only fair because I wasn't partial to the character as much as I was partial to the actor. So I will take the L on
I
that.
appreciate your honesty, Evan.
Luke Hobbs 1, Gisele 2, Dom 3, and Brian O'Connor 4.
I'm going to go Dom. Damn, this is hard. Hobbs, Gisele, Brian 3rd, Gisele 4th, only because I love my girl, but she didn't make it.
I'm sorry, what?
Look, if she would have been introduced earlier and lasted longer, great. But she didn't even care for the team enough to stay alive for the team.
CJ,
I'll die for you though.
Brian O'Connor is garbage.
I will tell you exactly how she managed to put Brian O'Connor over her.
Every person Brian O'Connor brought to the fucking team does more than him. He's garbage.
I'm giving Brian credit for bringing some people to the team.
Like Roman.
I'm giving Brian credit for being like a part of things that were super crucial for the team. I'm giving Brian credit for the fact that he creates a member of the team, well, a baby child with another team member. Like, I'm giving Brian credit for a lot. You
give him credit for having sex? Ain't that a bitch?
No, she's realistically giving him credit for 7 movies compared to 3.
Do you understand that Brian almost got his ass whooped over this woman the whole first movie and still put like there was
he went to the mouth of the dog.
He
went to the mouth of the dog and was like, I want her.
He was eating nasty ass soda for 3 fucking weeks for that pussy, okay? You gonna give the man his fucking credit, okay? Did you see that place? Right. I wouldn't eat shit in that place. I wouldn't ate a motherfucking thing in that place. He ate tuna out of that motherfucking place for 3 weeks. Okay, he was a little gangster.
He did put some work in for it, though.
He may not have been gangster in the way he thought he was, but he was a little gangster.
All right, let's go.
All right, so before I do my ranking, I got a bone to pick with CJ. He said, and I quote, the people that he brung did more than him. Didn't you say that about Brian?
But they do more than him in like every movie.
Okay, cool.
Roman Pierce is
shut the hell up. God damn it. Yeah. So my beef with you is you pick Nick Fury.
How you talking about something that for completely different? Why you bring up bullshit? Like always. Like
what did Nick Fury do?
You pick Nick Fury.
Yeah. He did what he was supposed to do. He was leading.
He brought people together.
That's his job.
He brought people together.
That's his job.
It's like Brian. That's like Brian. You put people together. Yeah. So my ranking is I'm going to go Dom 1. I know what we said about Paul Walker. But I'm going to go Paul Walker 2. Yeah. I'm going Paul Walker 2. Not Brian, really. But I'm going Paul Walker 2.
See, no, that's the thing. No, not Paul. You can't do Paul Walker. No, it's Brian O'Connor. Yeah.
Okay.
I put Paul Walker high up too, but Brian O'Connor's garbage.
And then I'm going to go Luke Hobbs 3, and then I'm putting Gisele 4.